Okay, early morning in the canola field, August 28th, I believe. Early for me anyway. Everything's soaking wet. I'm gonna have to clean these windows. And this. Nice new tire, $2,200 later. And your typical canola plug. I think I mentioned how tall the crop is this year. Well, that presents a problem for this swather. Every now and then, it will not go through the swath opening. Therefore, it builds up and builds up. And late last night, I'd had enough. I just parked it. I was only half a minute away from the truck anyway. So what do we got here? This stuff looks dead ripe standing in the field, and yet when you go to handle this material, it is as heavy and green as can be. And those seeds are green as grass. Some of them are black, these lighter colored ones. Yeah, we're getting a bit of color in there. Anyway, I better get at it. It's ripening as we speak. Hopefully get in another 12, 13 hours. Probably 12 today. And one step closer to being done. As you can just imagine, it was quite a challenge trying to swath this tall canola crop, almost shoulder high. Now looking back on this early video, I can see where I was making a few mistakes. Very often I had the reel a bit too low, and I was also trying to cut too low. I had a bit of an aversion to leaving knee-high stubble, so I was trying to get down a little lower, and there was just too much material coming through. It could not get through that swath opening on the swather, so consequently it left some piles of canola in the field that are going to be interesting to put through the combine. The last day I was going, I was cutting pretty high. Number 5 on the indicator out of a total of 7. No, there's 6 numbers on that indicator. I was at 5, so I was right up there. But whatever you got to do to make it work. This was my last day of cutting when I finished up the field on the 31st of August. We'd had a good 6/10 of rain overnight, so it was pretty wet. In fact, the ground was muddy, but it made for some pretty good canola swathing since the crop tends to flow through a little better. And also, this was getting a little late. The crop was a little overripe and starting to shell out in places. So the moisture kind of helps the pods stay together, I think. Anyway, it's done. Okay, officially done the 2023 canola crop. August 31st. Good news, bad news on the air conditioning. I'm not going to crawl under there, but I took a picture earlier. The belt is gone. I think possibly the idler bearing on the drive pulley on the Sandon compressor is bad, so that's going to take some repairs. This new tire seems to have a leak somewhere. I have to put air in it every morning. Probably a rim or something like that. Anyway, end of this video. Stay tuned for more of 2023 harvest as weather permits.